Hey folks, how's it going? Welcome to the channel. The folks at JFEGWO sent me this jump pack air compressor all-in-one, and I wanted to spend a few moments showing you guys this device and how it works. Now, I think most of you know I'm not going to promote a product or show you anything that I wouldn't use myself. I keep this specific one in my truck. I have a couple of the other products I also use. And again, this was provided by JFEGWO to make this video and videos like this, but I'm not going to show you guys something that I won't buy or use myself because I want you guys to use your money the correct way. And I've been trying this stuff out, for at least a couple of weeks before I even show it, and to give you my initial impressions. Let's hop into the shop here where it's a few degrees cooler, and I'll give you guys a few more details on this. And I want to show you guys how I use this and how beneficial it is to have one of these around. Now, some people think that they're lucky or unlucky in situations. I'm a firm believer in luck is a combination of opportunity and preparedness. So if you're prepared and the opportunity exists, maybe you're more lucky than others. So if you happen to be prepared and have one of these air compressors or jump starters in the back of your vehicle, when the opportunity comes that you either have a low tire because you ran over a screw or you killed your battery for some reason, you just may be prepared enough to be lucky to inflate your tire or jumpstart your car. Again, this has saved my bottom a couple times already. And I can't, we've got one of these in my truck and we have these in my wife's vehicle. And again, when I had something happen with my truck, I had a low tire. It didn't ruin my day because I was ready to go. And for the investment, these things aren't all that expensive. I will put an Amazon affiliate link below to these. Again, I do get some commission off of those sales, but it's of no expense to you guys, and you wouldn't experience Amazon any different than you normally would by using those links. And it'll get you one of these things. So for the next 5 minutes, my welding table turned demonstration table, I want to show you guys a few things on this jump pack before we go outside and try it out. Inside the box, you have the actual, portable station itself. You've got the charger, whether it be for your cigarette lighter or the wall. And then you have the actual jumper cables that you plug into the pack, and the air compressor attachment, which you screw the two ends together on. Now this little guy will jump up to a 9-liter gasoline engine and an 8.5-liter diesel engine, and you can get roughly around 55 jumps per charge, which is pretty impressive. The built-in air compressor can fill up to 150 psi. Obviously, the bigger the tire, the longer it's going to take to fill it, but you get the idea. And using the included USB ports here on the front, it is a 24,000 milliamp hour battery. Charged smartphones during an outage. Maybe you wreck your vehicle and your phone's dying, or maybe you can even plug it into the camera like I'm using to record this to keep it running all day long. On the end, you do have the fancy lights, which push and hold it to turn them on, press and hold it again to go off, tap it twice to turn to blink, or 2 more times for, oh no, I'm in trouble mode. Press it again and it goes back to normal. Now, as far as the battery readout, it gives you a amount of power you have left in the pack here. You will charge on this same side with your USB 3.0, 2.1 amp output, and your 5 volt 1 amp regular USB output. And when you hook the compressor up, you'll have this button here to turn the air compressor on. Believe it or not, I got a flat tire on the mower that I still haven't fixed, and it's about 150 feet that way. I need to inflate that thing before we can start mowing the yard. So we're going to show you how that tire inflator works there. We're going to set the unit. We're using PSI. We're going to set the unit at 10 PSI. Goes down as low as 5 PSI. I'm going to turn it up to 10 because that's where I keep the rear tires at. And we're going to fill the tire up. They also say this thing will sit on standby for up to 36 months. Now, obviously, if you don't use it a ton, maybe you should consider double checking it every 3 months. Maybe put a charge in it, use it for something. But they say it will sit on standby for 3 years. But let's go ahead and go out to the shop and we'll try this thing out. As I'm walking out to the shed, just thought I'd remind you guys, if you're not part of the YouTube family, just click that subscribe button and follow along. It doesn't cost you guys a dime. I sure would appreciate that. Each and every one of you make this channel possible, and without you, all this really doesn't exist. Sounds kind of corny, but it's 100% the facts. Plus, I kind of enjoy doing this, and maybe you guys like listening to me talk. Probably not, most likely not. Nope. So here is the aforementioned flat tire. You can see, maybe not. Yep. I'm quite a ways from where I have electricity. This shop has, or shed has nothing in it. And just houses the lawn tractor, lawn mower, and all sorts of other random garbage. So we're going to use this JFEGWO jump pack to hop this baby up. Well, using the air compressor function of it. This comes in the kit. We're just going to throw her on here. And you can see this thing is down on wind. I mean, she's flat. That's all I can say. We'll pull the actual air compressor hose out of the back of this, set it on the ground. If you so choose so, you can just thread this directly on to the valve stem, but we're not going to do that. We're going to thread these two together. All right. We're going to make sure the gauge, push the power button to turn it on. We're going to set the gauge on the front here to 10 psi like we talked about. It actually has memory and recalls that from the last time. And we're ready to turn the compressor on. Just like that, when it hits 10 psi, she'll shut right off, and you're good to go. Take it off. Nice and pumped up. That didn't take very long at all. Probably just a little over a minute. All right, on with my day. Now I can go mow the yard. When that's done, you go ahead and just unthread it all. These connections can get a little warm. Depends how long it runs. They're okay this time. The power will actually shut off once it is completed, or this will actually automatically shut off, so you don't have to worry about that. And it's still at 100% battery after filling this little lawnmower tire up. And in all honesty, I need to fix that tire, but I just keep doing this because, well, it just hasn't been on my list to get it fixed yet or buy a new one. So anyway, moral of the story is it works really well for that. And this, when you have the handy little pack that you can just take with you or leave sitting in here next to it, you just kind of tend to forget about fixing things. Let me show you guys how this works. We're gonna hook it up to the truck here, to the battery, so I can show you guys how this actually works to jumpstart something in the event you have a problem. Or, run your battery dead for some reason. Or you've waited too long to replace your battery and it's negative 25 degrees Fahrenheit and nothing wants to start. I don't know who would do that, but anyway, let's go. So was not only the air compressor featured easy to use, jump starters just as easy. It can't be that complicated, can it? So first off, you go ahead and connect the positive and the negative terminals to the battery. Black is red, unless you're one of the people who wire stuff incorrectly. Then you hook it to the jump starter last. One thing it does note on this jump starter that is right in the front, if it's below 25%, don't use it to start it. This is the actual jump starter port on the side. Go ahead and bring it up to it. Now this is one thing that isn't really a problem specifically with JFEGWO, but a lot of these jump packs, they could use about a 6-inch longer cord. It would make things a lot easier, but it's fine. You just have to get it closer, that's all. So once it's on, You plug it in, that's all you gotta do. You push the button and it will automatically cycle. Now once it's connected, you can go ahead and start your vehicle right up. Once it's jump started, go ahead and unplug it from the jump pack. Pull your cables off the battery. And you're ready to go. And then either replace your battery like you're supposed to, or let it go dead again. So as you guys can see, this thing does work really well. I mean, again, again, like I mentioned, this is sponsored by JFEGWO. They provided the product, but I have no strings tied to this. But I have to tell you guys this for two reasons. One, I ethically, morally have to. From my perspective, I can't I can't do a video like this and not tell you all. And two, I legally have to, because YouTube cannot let me deceive you guys for not only my own good, but your own good. And that would be the wrong thing to do. This 3000 amp jump pack air compressor all-in-one unit from JFEGWO really does work extremely well. I know a couple of other people who have these and they're also very happy with them. They are not the cheapest on the market. They maybe are more of the mid to upper range as far as price, but you'll be extremely happy that you have one of these. I've been using these things for several years. They are much safer than using like jumper cables because there's no back feed from another vehicle to yours. And I think we all know that today's vehicles have more and more electronics in them. So I personally will not jumpstart my vehicle with jumper cables unless I'm in a life or death situation where I need to try that. It's just not worth the effort of ruining something in your vehicle or trying to, because they have those. I've heard a couple of stories where people have jump started their vehicles with jumper cables and had these weird electrical ghosts start popping up. Nobody wants that, especially have to deal with that for something that shouldn't be an issue. But again, this thing works extremely well. Very happy with it. You know, maybe the only con is the length of that jumper cable, like I said, but every other jump pack I've seen is like that because they want to keep these portable and small. So that way you can throw them under the backseat of your vehicle or in your garage, whatever you may do. This one's going to live in my truck, so I'm prepared, so I can help somebody else out if need be, or in the worst case, myself. I actually physically have jump started other people's vehicles more than my own. And having that air compressor is going to be another nice thing to have for when I do get a nail in my tire and it's flat. I don't want to put the spare tire on to go across town to get it fixed. I am not a lucky person. I create my own luck by being prepared when the opportunity exists. And I hope you guys will all do the same and use that Amazon affiliate link down below. Again, I do make a small portion off of that, but it's a great way to support the channel. And you yourself can pick one of these up and be prepared. So that way you're not stuck in a bad situation. Obviously, if you blow a tire off, an air compressor is not going to fix it. Or if your battery explodes for some unreason, jump starter is not going to fix that. But it might get you moving. Just bolt this on as a tire and just roll it up. No, that's not going to work. And in all honesty, like my wife's new van, it doesn't even have a spare tire. So having this type of stuff in her vehicle only helps protect us when we go on long trips, because we take the minivan anywhere we go on long journeys. Really hope you guys found this video informative and helpful, and if you did, I would appreciate it if you hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a part of the YouTube family, I would invite you to follow along. If you guys didn't like the content, give me a thumbs down, that's fine. But let me know what I can do to improve this stuff for you all, or if there's other products you would like to see on the channel. Thanks to JFEGWO for sending this over. I'm going to continue using the product, and I'll report back to you guys if anything happens differently. But I do have a three-year-old unit that's sitting in the van now that's been replaced by this one out of my truck. And it's always been charged when I needed to use it, and it does a great job. Thanks again to every one of you for stopping in. I'm going to get out to working on some more projects today. Get out there, get something done, get yourself one of these jump packs, and I'll catch you guys all in the next video. We'll see ya. All right, put this back in the truck. Make sure it's fully charged first.